State Legal Department has given the go-ahead for filing an appeal in the Gujarat High Court in the 2002 Naroda Patiya massacre case to demand capital punishment for 10 convicts, including former Gujarat Minister Maya Kodnani, known at one point to be a close aide of Narendra Modi, the present Chief Minister, as well as other convicts in the case, including Bajrang Dal leader Babu Bajrangi. The state government will also appeal for the enhancement of the sentence of 22 convicts and acquittal of 7 others. The legal department has also ordered the setting up of a panel of 3 special prosecutors who are expected to file an appeal in the High Court soon. Let's take a closer look at the significance of the Naroda Patiya verdict and in particular Maya Kodnani. Now, Kodnani herself was tremendously favoured, or at least that was the impression that was given before the special investigating team took over the case. Between 2002 and 2007, there was a clear impression that Maya Kodnani was being shielded, probably by the Narendra Modi government that was, of course, in power at that time. In 2008, despite charges pending against her, Maya Kodnani was made a minister in the Narendra Modi government. In 2009, Kodnani was arrested when the SIT was probing the case. And, of course, last year, she was sentenced to a life term after being found guilty. And now it seems there's been a complete volte-face with the Gujarat government planning to seek a death penalty for someone who had once been a minister in their own cabinet. Let's go over now to NDTV's Rohit Bhan, who joins us for more on this story. Rohit, Maya Kodnani, somebody who at one point the Modi government was accused of shielding. Now it seems the Narendra Modi government is out to essentially ensure that she gets the harshest possible sentence, her and 9 other convicts in that case. What is the reason for the very strong stance being taken at this point in time?
Well, as happens in a typical Modi story, there is a viewpoint and there's a counterpoint. And as far as the Modi government is concerned, what message it wants to send across is that it's trying to ensure that the wheels of justice are moving and there are no spanners being put into it. That's at least what the state government wants to send across a message. What the analysts are saying, that it is in line with the image makeover which the Chief Minister has been embarking on for the last 1 year. So at a time when elections could perhaps be around the corner, when there is a debate on who's going to be the BJP's prime ministerial candidate, he clearly wants to send across a message that, here is the government which is interested in not only ensuring justice for the riot victims, but also ensuring the harshest punishment. Otherwise, how does it explain that Maya Kodnani has got life imprisonment and in fact 22 years in prison, and despite that the state government has given a go-ahead to for filing an appeal in the Gujarat High Court. The SIT, of course, which is the prosecuting agency in the case, had in fact sought filing of an appeal. It had approached the state government, the state legal department yesterday night cleared this file and in fact appointed panel of 3 legal experts, including a special public prosecutor. So clearly for the Modi government, it wants to send across a message that it wants justice for the riot victims and also for a strictest punishment for those who are accused in the cases. The counterpoint, however, is the timing of this clearance. In fact, some would argue, the activists would argue, that it has come at a time when a protest petition has been filed by Zakia Jafri in the magistrates' court, wherein she has alleged that in 2002, the Chief Minister and his cabinet colleagues were all involved in the riots. They had become very indifferent given they had submitted messages from the PCR and also State Intelligence Bureau, alleging that the entire administration was involved. So the counterpoint perhaps would be, it has come at a time when there have been growing political statements against the Narendra Modi government given the protest petition. And with this sort of clearance being given by the state government, the Modi government perhaps indicating that it wants justice, it wants strictest punishments, even if they accuse someone who have been very close to the Modi administration. And mind you, what would be interesting now would be to see the reaction from the VHP and the Bajrang Dal, because Maya was very close to VHP senior leaders. And in fact, when the punishment was handed over, when the conviction had happened last year, there were a lot of protests from the VHP and Bajrang Dal leaders. So now it remains to be seen how do they react to this clearance from the state government.
Right, thank you for joining us with that report, Rohit Bhan there, telling us, as he described the point and counterpoint, that naturally the Modi government itself is putting forward for why they want the strictest punishment visited on those who've been found guilty in the Naroda Patiya case, as well as those who feel that the Modi government may have slightly more ulterior motives.